New Year's Eve, a night of celebration. Champagne toasts, fireworks lighting up the sky, promises of fresh starts and new beginnings. But for some people, midnight doesn't bring hope, it brings terror. Tonight I'm sharing true stories from New Year's Eve, stories of home invasions, obsession, and encounters that turned celebration into survival. I'm Midnight Doctor, and these cases will change how you see the countdown. Let's begin. December 31st, 2021. Minneapolis, Minnesota. 23-year-old Sarah Chen was spending New Year's Eve alone in her studio apartment. Her boyfriend was visiting family out of state, and her friends had all made other plans. She didn't mind. She'd had a long week at work and was looking forward to a quiet night in. Around 10 p.m., she noticed the party starting next door. Apartment 4B had been vacant for months, but apparently someone had moved in. The music was loud, too loud, but Sarah figured she'd give them a pass. It was New Year's Eve, after all. She texted her boyfriend, made herself some popcorn, and settled in to watch the ball drop on TV. At 11:17 p.m., there was a knock at her door. Sarah looked through the peephole. A man in his 30s stood there, slightly swaying, holding a red plastic cup. She cracked the door open, chain lock still attached. "Hey," he said, clearly drunk. "We're having a party next door. You should come over. We need more girls." Sarah politely declined. She said she was tired and going to bed soon. The man stared at her for a moment, too long, then smiled and walked away. She locked the door. Deadbolt, chain, both. The party got louder and louder. By 11:45, it sounded like there were dozens of people next door. Sarah could hear shouting, glass breaking. She considered calling the building manager, but decided to wait until after midnight. Then, at 11:52 p.m., her doorknob started turning. Someone was trying to get in. Sarah froze on her couch. The handle jiggled violently. Then came the knocking, hard, insistent pounding. "Open up," a voice yelled. "We know you're in there." It was the same man from before, but he wasn't alone. She could hear at least two other male voices in the hallway laughing. Sarah grabbed her phone and dialed 911. Her hands were shaking so badly she almost dropped it. The operator answered. Sarah whispered that someone was trying to break into her apartment. The operator said police were on the way, but it was New Year's Eve, and response times were longer than usual, at least 15 minutes. Outside, the countdown had started. She could hear the party next door screaming, 10, 9, 8. Then she heard it, a key sliding into her lock. The chain lock caught, barely, but the door was open 2 inches now. She could see an eye staring through the gap. 7, 6, 5. "Come on," the voice said, quieter now, almost a whisper. "We just want to party with you." Sarah screamed. She screamed as loud as she could. 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. Fireworks exploded outside. The entire building erupted in cheers. And then, silence from the hallway. When police arrived 18 minutes later, the hallway was empty. The party next door was still going. Music blasting, people dancing. But the men at Sarah's door were gone. Here's the thing that still haunts her. When police checked apartment 4B, they found it completely empty. No furniture, no decorations, no party. The music was coming from a Bluetooth speaker sitting alone in the middle of the floor, still playing. And the key they'd used to try to open her door, it was never found. Building management confirmed no keys had been issued for that unit. Sarah moved out 3 days later. She never spent another New Year's Eve alone. Maybe you'll think twice before you celebrate alone, before you answer the door, before you trust that midnight brings nothing but good luck. This is Midnight Doctor. If these stories kept you up, that's just the beginning. Hit that subscribe button if you want more real horror. Leave a comment telling me your worst New Year's Eve experience, if you dare. And remember, when the clock strikes 12, you never know who's counting down with you. Stay safe out there. I'll see you in the next case.